Hello, we are going to dive in on how to create a report which shows you the customer name and the purchase order that the product was on. So if you've been tasked with putting this report together, have no fear, we're going to build it from scratch and I'll show you how to take your steps through it. If you have not watched the previous video in regards to making sure that your purchases are set up correctly so that you are buying directly to a job, I would recommend checking it out. It's linked below. Otherwise, let's move forward. Whenever I build this report, I always start with the product first, which means that I start in the data source of vReport product. The RPT tables are good tables to use. Allegedly, they will not be changed within the ConnectWise environment. We will see. And they have this extremely helpful field called charge to. So I always start with vReport product when I am reporting on product level information. That's going to give us the item ID, item description, the charge to, the company name, all of the basic information we need for this product. Now we need to link it to a purchase order, and that's not easily done, which is why I create a bridge with this data table, which is the purchase order with line item. I go from product to purchase order with line item, and I'm going to join them on the IB_product_received ID. I find that this join is a pretty strong join. I don't get a lot of errors this way, which is great. I'm doing a left join only because I do want the option to see all the products, and I'll show you what that looks like later. I want to see items that have been purchased and not purchased, but for the sake of this argument, we'll just do purchased. Now that I have my purchase order with line level details, I'll join in my purchase order header, which gives me my PO number. And I'm just going to do an easy join between the PO number of the header and the PO number of the line items. Once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the fields. The fields I'm using are going to be the company name and charge to from the product table. I like to pull the item ID and description from the product table as well. The purchase order, I'm just going to pull the PO number, purchase date, and the vendor company name. For filtering, I like to put one in with a drop down so you can choose the company name. And for now, I'm just going to say to show me everything with a PO number. The output of this is that we're going to be able to see anything that was purchased for Wild Eagle, and we'll be able to see all the different PO numbers that were used, as well as who the vendors were, what the items were, and I added in date received too. This might be helpful if you are pulling a report and you wanted to see anything that had not yet been received for a specific customer. There's so much you can do with this, but at the end of the day, it all really starts with just a few tables, and that product table is really the best place to start as you continue to build this out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and thanks.